Welcome back to Leon County Today with Sheriff Walt McNeil. I'm Giovanni Hampton, filling in for Shonda tonight. Sheriff, thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Shonda's on vacation or something like that?
Yes, something like that, but she will be back. The Council on the Status of Men and Boys, it is constantly evolving. What are some of the new changes that you have implemented in that program?
Well, the Status of Men and Boys is all about trying to figure out how we can fight crime more effectively, engaging every aspect of our community involved in trying to deal with the issues that our young people are faced with. Most of that, as you perhaps know, has to do with the environment they live in, the fact that we have so many kids who are underemployed and not employed, and then we have some kids that are living in the zip codes where we're the most impoverished zip code in the state of Florida, and those are issues that we've got to deal with. And what the Council of Status of Men and Boys seeks to do is to find out year after year exactly what implementations need to be put in place that will help us in terms of fighting crime.
And then there's been movement within the council, and even the director, he has some new assignments.
Absolutely. You know, we're always trying to improve, and one of the ways we looked at that was initially the Council of Status of Men and Boys was something of an operational support component. Okay. And now we've made it part of our direct services in terms of law enforcement. It's connected directly to our law enforcement apparatus that allows us to be in more places and more times, and to connect the entire criminal justice system to our process by having the State Attorney's Office, Public Defender's Office involved, and Leon County Sheriff's Office, and our other partners in law enforcement.
I mean, I must say, even on our social media, people are really loving to see our law enforcement inside of the schools. You going to speak at NIMS and multiple elementary schools and middle schools, just about having that personal interaction with law enforcement. It's truly made a difference.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about community. It's all about all of us working together, Tallahassee Police Department, Leon County Sheriff's Office, and our state and federal partners, all working toward the same outcomes, that is making Tallahassee, Leon County a safer place to live, work, and play.
And I know in the conversation, we'll hear more about it, but the goal for this year?
Well, obviously, we're trying to drive crime down. We're not going to put any percentages on how much, but driving crime down incrementally each and every year.
Awesome. Coming up next, we will hear from the director of the Council of the Status of Men and Boys. He will share the 2025 Gun Violence Community Survey, some data, and how this directly impacts the community. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Deputy Sean Shepard with the Leon County Detention Facility. This is your Crime Tip Tuesday.
Scammers are impersonating Sheriff Walt McNeil and are calling people, demanding payment over the phone. This is not Sheriff McNeil or anyone from the Leon County Sheriff's Office. Do not become a victim of a scam call. Here are some tips to help you recognize and stop a scam. Law enforcement will not call you requiring payment for fines and fees. If they ask you to pay fees to avoid a warrant for your arrest, immediately hang up the phone. If the caller is aggressive and put an unrealistic time limit on you to pay via gift card, green dot card, or any other form of payment, hang up.
And that's your Crime Tip. Have a great day.
With every step, we carry hope, and together we celebrate every win. We carry the memories of those we remember, and we carry it all with strength, ready to fight back. Join us at Relay for Life.
Another teenager, victim to fake pills. That smells like big crime that needs to be stopped. Before buying pills online, think about this. Should buying prescription pills be this easy?
Yeah, bro, I'm picking up. Same guy. I bet. Got you 5.
Think these pills are tested and safe? Think they're the same ones you get from a doctor? You know they're not. Did you know that fake prescription pills may contain fentanyl? And an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. Listen, before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real.
At the Florida Sheriff's Association, we are able to serve our sheriffs and Floridians thanks to our member support. The FSA Member Perks program was created to give back to our members for all that they do. Members enjoy savings on restaurants, vacations, golf courses, car rentals, healthcare, movie tickets, theme parks, online shopping, and more. With over 300,000 offers, you'll always find ways to save. To learn more or to join the Florida Sheriff's Association, visit fsamemberperks.org.
Welcome back. The 2025 Gun Violence Community Survey gives us a critical look at how residents feel about safety in our community and what they believe will help reduce crime moving forward in Tallahassee, Leon County. Joining us now is Royle King. Talk about what we're doing with the Council on the Status of Men and Boys.
Yes, sir, Sheriff. So we're doing a lot. Working with some of our highest risk individuals for gun violence in neighborhoods that are strongly affected by poverty, lack of resources and education, where a lot of the violence is stemming. So we're providing direct outreach and supports and interventions and connections to those individuals at greatest risk who are already justice involved, but those that are in these spaces to try to prevent them from being justice involved. And so that's, I'll say young people, but that also includes young adults, but then also that support service for the whole family, because you can't take a bad seed out of an apple and the apple be good. You gotta handle the whole apple. Right. And so not that we're saying that those families are bad, they just need some support and connections. And so the whole family is the holistic approach we apply. Well, and you do a great job at it. Well, I can't thank you guys enough. But what's the biggest takeaway from the 2025 gun violence survey from our citizens? Yeah, so I think the biggest takeaway is two parts. It gives us more than numbers, it gives us a direction. And so what I mean by that for our community is that we saw a lot of data. And so I want to point out to, related to the survey, 91% of our community, we get a perception that people don't feel safe in some of these neighborhoods, but 91% of our surveyed individuals in those neighborhoods said they do feel safe. Okay. Right? And so compared to 2023, we saw that at 77%. So that is a sign to show us that some of the work we're doing is having some impacts to where people feel safer. We're listening to what they are telling us. In addition to, one of the things we saw from 23 to 25 was that an increase in how individuals feel at nighttime. So a lot of them, so at first that was the daytime number, 91%, but we saw an increase from 26% to 33% where people feel safe at night. And so again, it's showing us that our community is responding to the work that we're doing, but it's also giving us a direction on where we need to go more, because there's some other things that we still need to touch base on. Yeah, along those lines, what are the citizens telling us about from what we're doing, the things we're trying to put in place, what's the most effective? So the most effective is programming for dealing with anger, mental health and behavioral resources, so prevention, intervention, and community connection. So those things they say we're doing well and we need more of. Community programs and resources to those individuals that need them the most. You know, one of the things that I get all the time from citizens out there is the gun violence. What does the survey tell us about gun violence, and what can we do based on a survey that will help us in resolving some of those issues? So the survey told us from those residents that live in these neighborhoods, so sometimes it's a community-wide thing, but it's a small percentage where we're seeing most of the gun violence. And so those residents pretty much told us a strong focus on four things: conflict resolution types of programming and implementation, some type of gang activity programming, drug activity implementation, and then those mental health services. Those were the primary areas that citizens that live in these communities say, if we can address these, we should be able to see gun violence come down. Now, what is the most important thing from your perspective that we need to implement based on the survey? So I think the most important thing is to continue what we're doing, but just go a little deeper in prevention programming, intervention programming, and then that big piece is that community partnership. So we've done a lot, but now we just need to go another level deeper in those areas and bringing that support collectively. I think that unified front across the board is what they need to see more. In about 30 seconds, what of those survey reports, from your perspective, is the most effective? So the one where we pull in more community partners, but also residents in those neighborhoods. We've got to pull them in a little more into what we're doing because they live and breathe in those areas. We come in there and work, right? And we do what we need to do and support, but they wake up, go to sleep, nap, snack, lunch in those spaces. And so pulling more of them in and really making them a part of the work that we're doing.
Well, thank you, Royle. Coming up next, we talk about what happens after the data, how we're turning these findings into actions through youth engagement, prevention programs, and free opportunities available this summer. Stay tuned.
Domestic violence knows no faith.
1 in 4 women experiences abuse in their relationship.
So most likely, there are victims of abuse in your congregation.
Don't think it doesn't happen in your church
or synagogue
Or mosque.
because it does.
It does.
It does.
Learn the signs of abuse.
And how to help victims.
Know the many resources available in our community.
End the silence on domestic violence.
Contact the Domestic Violence Coordinating Council or the Refuge House Hotline.
If you need me, I'll be
For people facing cancer, often withstanding between them and life-saving treatment is a ride to get there.
Today, I'm ringing the bell.
You can change someone's life in as little as 1 hour a week.
You got this.
Join the American Cancer Society to use your drive for good.
Thank you so much for picking me up.
Volunteer at cancer.org/drive to help save lives.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media,
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
A 19-second conversation with a stranger online can put your child in danger of being exploited or abused.
talking to kids about online safety can protect us for a lifetime. Don't wait. Talk to us today.
Welcome back to Leon County Today. We've talked about what the community survey reveals and how it talks about the actions we need to take here in Tallahassee, Leon County. Royle, can you talk to us about that report and how it's impacting our community?
Yeah, so the report told us some really important things. They want to give their opinion, but they also want to see change. And so the biggest thing they told us is that they want to see us moving in a focus on those areas we talked about earlier, from taking that data into some kind of implementation. So they want to see safer neighborhoods. That was a big one. They want to see youth activities, accountability, and then stronger partnerships. It's kind of those key messages that they told us that they wanted to see coming out of that survey.
Now, we're trying to do a number of things. Much of that is preventing crime, obviously, but one of the things that people are eager to learn more about is gun violence. That is on the tip of the tongues of just about everybody in our community. What are we doing about gun violence, and how does this survey help us?
So we're doing a lot, and so one of the things is working with those individuals who are at the highest risk. So individuals who, obviously once they've committed the offense, there's not a whole lot we can do, but individuals who are associated with individuals committing those offenses, doing everything we can to try to connect them to making a different choice, which is one of the biggest things, but then also supporting their families, in addition to individuals who are in our detention facility, supporting their families, because the data shows us that their youth, because that they got an incarcerated parent, are at a higher likelihood, and you spoke about this, the father, the grandfather, and now the son have all been justice involved. And so we're supporting those families as well as those neighborhoods where we're seeing a lot of the violence. And so we talk about safer neighborhoods, but what does that really mean? How do we connect to see where individuals gathering and we see a lot of disturbances happening? What can we do as community to try to bring some of those opportunities for something to happen down too? So those are a couple of the things, in addition to supporting community-based efforts and organizing those resources, which is always a heavy lift too.
Yeah, Royle, you know, historically, the summer months are the months in which our kids get in the most trouble. What does the survey say, and what are we doing in the Leon County Sheriff's Office or law enforcement in general? What are we doing to combat this issue of gun violence in the summer months?
Yeah, so the survey told us what you said, particularly to the summer, is that we need youth activities year-round. So more engagement with youth was a big one. And so one of the things that we're doing based off the first survey, it kind of told us something similar, was that we needed to provide some programming. And so last summer we did our first summer camp free in partnership with the Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranch. And we're doing that again this summer.
That's great.
And so the first week of June, we'll be partnering with Alarm Ministries, and we're hosting that camp free Monday through Friday. And it's tailored towards teens. And then that next camp will be July 6th through the 10th. So we're doing that. We're also partnered with the City of Tallahassee's Parks and Recreation, and we're providing some trainings, if you will, for those youth who come to those centers, and some specialized opportunities for young adults as well as the teens. And so we know that they come to the centers to hang out and play ball, and so we're going to be there. We're going to go into the neighborhoods. We're partnering with those neighborhood associations to take some of that same programming too. And so we're going to meet people where they are. And so we want to support the whole community, but our focus right now is on those zip codes where we're seeing what they like to say, the bleeding happening. And so we're going to be doing that camp. It's open to all youth, but we've been targeting our resources to those in those zip codes where we're seeing a lot of the crime and the activity. And it's geared towards building trust with law enforcement, but also giving them a safe and fun opportunity. They have fun too. I know sometimes we talk about violence and people, it's so dark, but in that darkness, we're trying to provide some of that light. And in this camp, they'll see a lot of that.
Wow, there's a lot going on. Real quickly, talk about the relationship between the State Attorney's Office and the Public Defender's Office in terms of what we're doing at the council.
So really good question, Sheriff. We just finished our quarterly call-in meeting, which is really done in partnership with both of those entities, where it's that olive branch to those individuals who might have gotten into some trouble that is gun violence involved or has a predicate that would lead them to gun violence. And so we're partnered with them. They're a part of that and trying to deliver those messages of, hey, we're here to help you, but understand if you make us make a different choice, we will. And in virtue with the Public Defender's Office, there's some of those individuals, again, who are just as involved in trying to connect them to the support so that they have the skills and tools to make better decisions. Sometimes it's a product of what you only see.
Right. Well, Royle, thank you. Coming up next, in our Deputy on Duty, the Council on the Status of Men and Boys is making impact in our schools and our community. Stay tuned.
The drug landscape has changed. Illegal fentanyl has made its way into the drug supply. And it's a danger you might not see coming. A synthetic opioid up to 50 times stronger than heroin, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. It only takes the tiniest amount to cause a fatal overdose. A fraction of a raindrop, or 3 grains of salt. Your drugs don't come with an ingredients list. Although fentanyl is being mixed into almost every kind of drug, you wouldn't be able to see it, or smell it, or taste it. Fentanyl is one of the most common drugs involved in overdose deaths. Know the dangers. Learn the facts about fentanyl and ways to protect yourself at cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
An email from the post office? How do they even know my email address?
They don't. This is a bogus email sent by scammers that looks like it is coming from the Postal Service, or even the Postmaster General himself. The email contains fraudulent information about an attempted or intercepted package delivery, and provides a link to click on to find out when delivery is expected. But that click can activate a virus, which can steal personal information such as usernames, passwords, or financial account numbers stored on the computer or mobile devices. Here are some telltale signs that an email is bogus. It contains poor grammar or spelling errors. It states that immediate action must be taken or there'll be dire consequences. It requests personal information under the guise of reconfirming information. The Postal Service does not notify customers about package delivery attempts by email. If you receive such a message, don't open it. Instead, forward it to spam@uspis.gov and then delete the email.
Hey everybody, it's gonna be just plain hot out there.
In 70-degree weather, it takes only minutes for the inside of your car to heat up like an oven. At
104 degrees, heat stroke begins, followed by loss of consciousness. Every year, almost 40 children die of heat stroke after being forgotten in a vehicle. A simple change in daily routine is often the cause. Look before you lock. Brought to you by Kids in Cars.
This is another day to go further. With every step, we carry hope, and together, we celebrate every win. We carry the memories of those we remember, and we carry it all with strength, ready to fight back. We will never give up. We will never stop. For every cancer, every life. Join us at Relay for Life.
In this segment of Deputy on Duty, the Council on the Status of Men and Boys, also known as CSMB, is making a positive impact in schools.
In my experience, CSMB has helped me with getting into the school I'm in today, and it's also helped me experience social environments that I haven't been able to be in.
CSMB seeks to reduce homicides and gun violence while addressing disparities and challenges faced by men and boys in areas such as violence, criminal justice, education, employment, and health.
So the entry point from the school standpoint is referrals. So we noticed that a student, fits eligibility criteria or has a specific concern for us in terms of potential of home environment being, concerning, or if there's some conflict that they have going on that they're struggling to work through, we offer referrals. They get to to our life navigators and the CSMB.
The CSMB navigators assume a mentorship role, significantly impacting students' lives.
My navigator has helped me in tremendous ways, such as putting a word in to get me into this school and helping me get into other events.
Whether the navigator is a supportive listener, introduces students to extracurricular activities, or simply makes their presence felt, students often experience improvements in their mental, physical, and academic well-being.
The benefit of the navigators is that it offers a more one-on-one experience for the students. So that's not another person that that isn't there specifically to teach them math or science or social studies, and can help them map out some of the things that they have dreams about, that they have hopes for. All these things have had beneficial impacts on not only our attendance, our students' grade performance, their behavior regulation. I have confidence that that's all been a benefit for our life navigators.
Out of all the programs and activities CSMB has to offer, Jeremiah says one sticks out the most.
Personally, my favorite thing that I did was shopping with the sheriffs. It was pretty fun. I got to pick out some things.
In the end, CSMB is transforming students' worldviews and guiding them onto the right path in life.
It's honestly given me a better outlook on life. I've been trying to do better, honestly. I've been trying to go outside more, which is what my navigator told me to do.
The CSMB is dedicated to inspiring students to excel in their studies while also becoming valuable members of their community.
They've become a very much beneficial and almost necessary component of what we do. So we do offer restorative practice model and nonviolent communication. And what we find through all of the needs guesses and all of the feelings assessments and things that we do is that our students have needs that we're not fully able to or resourced to address. They benefit from additional attention, additional emotional support, sometimes exposure to new environments and new ideas or concepts, interactions with people who aren't educators directly sometimes.
If you'd like more information on how to volunteer, visit leoncountyso.com. For Leon County Today, I'm Giovanni Hampton.
I'll be here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side. your side. And every day is a different day. Everything isn't everything. Even when you think things could never ever be the same. Don't be scared of the world, I'll be here to stay. By your side. Even when your heart ain't listening, or your mind takes you a different way, towards a different path. All you gotta do is sit and ask. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
When the adults in a child's life talk early and often about the dangers of underage drinking, the message gets stronger every time.
I'll be by your side.
Talk. They hear you.
Download the Leon County Sheriff's Office mobile app right now. Our mobile app makes it easier than ever to report a crime and get important safety alerts. And follow reported crimes in your neighborhood, all in one convenient location in the palm of your hands. Download LCSO Connect right now. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play by searching LCSO Connect. You can more details about the features of the app on our website, leoncountyso.com.
Another teenager, victim to fake pills. That smells like big crime that needs to be stopped. Before buying pills online, think about this. Should buying prescription pills be this easy? Did you know that fake prescription pills may contain fentanyl, and an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal? Before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real.
My early Alzheimer's diagnosis gave us time to adapt as a family.
Welcome back to Leon County Today. Sheriff, that was such an insightful conversation with Royle.
Absolutely. I mean, what Royle and the council is doing is just outstanding, and the impacts it's having in our community, second to none. We've just got to keep pushing the ball forward, trying to make sure we get everyone in our community engaged in this whole process.
And then urgency and progress was the takeaway from the community. You know, they want the involvement from the sheriff's office. They're loving the programs, and just the urgency to continue that.
We just got to keep our community informed of what we're doing. I absolutely, they love what we're doing. We just got to make sure they understand what we're doing.
Anything else that you think about and you're like, the Council of Status Submitting Boys, we're going to do that next?
Hey, well, I'm leaving it up to Royle. It's his baby at this point, and I'm trying to just support it.
Okay, awesome. We hope you all enjoyed today's segment with Royle King and the Sheriff, and we will see you again next week.